The first thing we're going to do is take the Devonne by Demi Moisturizing Primer and rub that in all over the face. And right after that, we're going to take our Aquaphor and we're going to put that on the lips to seal in moisture. After a few minutes of this setting in, we're going to put the Tarte Primer on and rub it all over the face as well. And then we're going to let that sit for a few minutes also. After that, we're going to take the Too Faced Born This Way foundation and the It Cosmetics Airbrush Blurring Foundation brush, and we're going to rub the foundation all over the face, and we're just going to pat it in at first, and then we're just going to buff it into the skin. And the key to doing this is to blend it in and use a buffing motion and just make sure that everything goes on super smooth, and this will help with not being too much on the skin, and it just goes right into all of the imperfections and completely blurs your imperfections. So we're just going to let that blend in really quick. This is me buffing everything out. You're just going to use a really light hand with this and just go in circular motions as well. So then we're going to take the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer and we're going to put that in the triangle formation underneath the eyes. And then we're also going to go down the bridge of the nose, above the eyebrows, and under the chin. And then we're going to do any problem areas as well. And we're going to take the foundation brush again and just lightly go over everything before completely locking it in with the Beauty Blender. So now we're going to take the Beauty Blender and we're just going to tap out every imperfection and highlight and brighten underneath the eyes and down the bridge of the nose. And this just really is such a good concealer for doing all of that. After that, we're going to go with the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder and a black sponge, and we're going to bake the face in all the areas that we just used concealer in. Now we're going in with our Wet n Wild contour palette in the Illuminate by Ashley Tisdale brush. This really is such a good brush for shaping and defining because it's an angled brush, so it works really well for that. It's my favorite brush to use. And then we're going to go under the chin as well to give it a really defined look. And then we're going to blend it into the neck because we need to. And I'm going to take my full Flawless Face brush and just blend everything in completely. And I put a little bit of the lighter shade on this brush just to give it like a easier to blend kind of thing. Then we're going to take the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette and the Illuminate by Ashley Tisdale number 2 brush, and we're going to use 2 of the shades in that palette as our blush. This is going to go really well because I'm going to use it for eyeshadow as well, so it'll all blend together. Then we're going to take another Ashley Tisdale brush and remove the baking powder that we've had underneath our eyes and all over the face. And then we're just going to use a little bit and go all over the face just to set everything in. And I forgot to do my bronzer on my nose, so I'm just going back to do that now. Now we're using the Essence Pure Nude highlighter with the Real Techniques setting brush. And I use my finger at first, and then I go over it with the brush. And this is such a pretty highlighter, and it's super cheap. And then I go above the eyebrow and right underneath the eyebrow on the brow bone as well. Then we're going to go onto the bridge of the nose, and then I use my finger to do the tip of the nose. Now we're going to take my brow powder with a brow brush and my Real Techniques brow brush, and we're just going to brush through the brows and then apply our powder. I like really natural eyebrows, so I don't really shape and define. I kind of just fill them in. So it's not going to be like super different than what they normally look like. They're just a little darker. And then I'm going to take the Ulta Brow Gel and go over them just to lock them into place. Then I wipe it over with my fingers and brush through them once again, just so it's not like a gel kind of stickiness. Now we're going to take the Kylie Cosmetics Burgundy palette and the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and we're going to take my 4 eyeshadow brushes that'll be linked down below. And the first thing we do is go over it with a lighter shade just to match the eyes. And then we're going to go in with our crease shade. And then the next is a darker shade that'll go over the outer V and corner and like the outer half basically. Then we're going to go in with a lighter shade in the middle. And we're just going to pack that color on. This brush is so good for packing color on. And then we're going to take a lighter shade and go in the inner corner. And then this brush is just going to be meant to blend everything together so it's all extremely seamless. And then we're just going to take a little bit more of the transition shade. Now we're taking the ColourPop shade Tassel and going in the inner corner. This is my favorite inner corner shade because it's so pigmented and sparkly. And we're just going to blend that in. And then we're going to take another shade and go in the center of the eye and blend that in. And then we're going to go under the lash with the shades we used on top. Now we're taking the Barry M Super Soft Eye Crayon and going into the waterline. And then we're going to curl our lashes. I always do it before because I don't like to get it onto the curler. Now we're going to take the mascara we're going to use and just put it all over the lashes. This mascara I actually just recently purchased and it's super good on the lashes. It looks so pretty and natural. And we're going to go on the lower lashes and then we're going to take our Tarte eyeliner and I'm just going to tightline the top lid. This is like more of a natural look, so I'm not going to go crazy with eyeliner and wing it. We're going to take a tissue and just wipe off the lips from the Aquaphor before we're going in with our lipstick. And then I'm going to take the Kylie lipstick and a Beauty Bakery lipstick, and I'm going to put the Kylie lipstick on the outer parts of my lips and then the Beauty Bakery one on the inside to kind of create an ombre effect, and it's going to come out to be a really, really pretty color. Then you're just going to press your lips together in order to blend everything together. And then I'm going to take that inner corner shade Tassel and put it on the lips just to give it a shimmery kind of effect. And then we're going to take our Japanesque makeup setting spray and spray it all over. I like to use a lot and then kind of wait for it to tack down and then take my beauty blender and go over everything. It just melts everything into the skin and looks so flawless. Makes everything look beautiful. So that is it for this makeup look, and yeah, there you go.